Yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this far to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoom. I'm here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Now, today, this is My Thoughts 24. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Um, I'm gonna do another My Thoughts video. And this is just this further goes on to what I'm saying as a teaching moment. Everything on this channel is a teaching moment. It's to basically teach you, if you want to use your belief and put it into something, you very well can do that. I'm not here to remove any religious beliefs of a person, but when you have that belief, you have to understand that's that's just what it is. Belief does not give you any power. Okay. Belief does not give you any strength. Belief does not give you any facts. Okay. So that's sort of a disclaimer for this video, if you will. And again, this is a fair use act. I'm just using a video clip to give my thoughts and to share some insight from what's factual and what's belief based. Okay. And that's what this channel is about. So let's watch this video.
Well, first off, thank Chief and the Mayor and Chief Pena and all of these men and women did an amazing job. And it's just, you said it, Chief, it could have been a lot worse. Of course, we're devastated. I mean, we've been here 65 years and have somebody shooting in your church. But, you know, we don't understand why all these things happen, but we know God's in control. And we're going to pray for that little 5-year-old boy and pray for the lady that was deceased, her family and all, and the other gentleman. But I don't know, it's just kind of in a fog, but, you know, just believe that, you know, we're going to stay strong. We're going to continue to move forward. And there are forces of evil, but the forces that are for us, the forces of God are stronger than that. Yes. So we're going to keep going strong and just, you know, doing what God's called us to do, lift people up and give hope to the world. Again, I want to thank all these gentlemen because, you know, I can only imagine if it would have happened during the 11 o'clock service. We were in between services going into the Spanish service. So, you know, if there's anything good of it, you know what, she didn't get in there and do a whole lot worse damage. So we thank God for that. He's watching over all of us. And as the Chief says, we're going to keep going strong and bringing hope to the world. But thank you again, gentlemen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Okay, that was the video. And it was a very tragic, unfortunate situation. So I'm not poking fun or poking light at the situation. It's very severe. The situation is of a severe nature. Okay. So I'm watching what I'm saying, definitely, as I always do. Some things he said in the video, in my thoughts, he has no basis for what he's saying. And my thoughts initially when I seen this video was it's just unfortunate. Just like I said, it's very unfortunate. Now, what happened in this situation, that's Joel Osteen from the Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas. Said his church been there 65 years. Well, it was his father's church and he got it from his father. Now, they bought the Houston Rockets old stadium. That's how large the church is. I want you to understand how big this guy is. He's one of the mega pastors of the world. Okay. A young lady, 31 years old, walked in there with a 5-year-old. And she shot a person in the leg. The police, in return, killed her. And someone struck the little boy. That sounds more than likely possibly like the police could have done it. I don't know if they want to release that type of information. Well, since the lady's deceased, they can very well say that the lady struck them, but they'll probably get that. And if they want to bring that type of information to the public, they will. Okay. Now, my thing is this: when you say God can do all things, why did God allow someone to walk into the church, a 65-year standing church, that name, That gentleman, he didn't pastor for 65 straight years. He just sat in that ministry. Why would God let a lady with a gun go in there to do evil? Okay. Then he says some things that's evil in the world, but the good outweighs all the evil. That's not true. See, these is what I'm saying. Like he said some goods and he said some, and not, he didn't say, he said some untruths. What happened was it was one young lady. They had armed security guards, which was police. They had a ATF or CIA agent, something like that, that worked there as well as an armed security. So the lady that walked in with her one firearm, she was outnumbered anyway. But you have to tell it like it is. That's all I'm saying. Belief cannot come into reality. If you believed God and God was so real as the belief say it is, why did God allow a young lady in a physical manner with a firearm that can kill people walk into a house where his children are, okay, or his man of God or his person that he put in that house to pray for, the pastor Joel Osteen, the leader? Why can anybody of evil come in there to rock his boat? See, this is what I'm saying, how you have to differentiate fact, belief, fiction, and reality. Okay. If you walk in with one firearm and you outnumbered, in my opinion, a lot of the times the person that's outnumbered will lose. So just say it like it is. Luckily, our armed security people outnumbered her and they was able to, go ahead and alleviate that headache. Now, it happened by detrimental means. The young lady was killed. See, either way, it's a sad story. Another gentleman was shot in the leg, and a little child is in critical condition. So all the way around, it was a physical thing going on. And if somebody want to say it resides on evil or good side, then you can. That's for you to decipher. That's for you to discern. Okay. But for me, I'm dealing with belief. Because if you believe that God is this, he can do anything. He's all worthy, all praise. I give him all my money. He ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. He do good for the good. Why was this lady able to come in and try to impute evil on God's house? See, it should have never happened in the first place if you believe God to be what they say he is. See, this is my problem with the belief system and trying to deem it or turn it into reality. Now, some good things he said is, see, we want to keep preaching hope. It's so much good in the world. And he looked up, said, I'm glad he's always watching over us, and we're going to keep doing preaching hope. And to see, that's all you have with belief is hope. So some things in the conversation, I can agree with him. He want to preach hope into the community. That's cool, because that's all it is. But when you start saying God is watching over, no, God not watching over nobody. It was unfortunate enough that a murder went on, a man was shot, and a child is in critical condition. See? Now we're going to pray and all this, so we're going to pray for You've been praying for 65 years. See, nothing of this magnitude has happened, but he's been in some other fishy situations. When Hurricane Harvey came through, he didn't want to open his church up for evacuees. He was one of the last people to open up his church. Where was God in that? See, when the physical stuff started occurring, this believable God is nowhere. All he had to do was open his church. It's God's building. If they tore it up, the evacuees or not, he has insurance. But he didn't want to open his church. These are facts. I'm not kicking his name around. Okay? It's very unfortunate when you have to reside on belief and you don't have anything more than belief. And when things start happening in the physical world, belief cannot counteract reality. It just can't. Okay, so in my opinion, to sum this up, if a person knew who they were spiritually, you wouldn't have to be in a building like his. You wouldn't have to have a leader like this gentleman's self and his stature. You wouldn't have to, in return, go try to beg and hope and pray and plead in a communing sense with all thousands of people are gathered to try to get some type of understanding of life with a leader, okay, if you knew who you were spiritually, you can do all those things for yourself. And you don't need a man leader, you don't need a man God, you don't need anybody invisibly, supposedly puppet mastering you and guiding you through the righteous steps of life. Because a human being innately, when he's born, he know not to kill his mother. You don't have to teach him. Don't kill me, Billy. Don't kill me, little John. Don't kill me, little Bam Bam. You don't have to teach him that. The child should know not to kill a person that's sustaining him, breastfeeding him. Now, sometimes it happens and it's unfortunate, but you don't have to teach a child not to kill his mother. There's some things that we're already genetically pre-coded to understand. And this should be the same, but I'm teaching that it's exactly the same. You wasn't born here, you wasn't sent with a religion, you don't need a religion. That's my thoughts on the video. It's very unfortunate. I'm not into praying in a religious manner to a man God, but I'm gonna definitely hope that the 5-year-old, and I'll be pulling, for the 5-year-old to come out of that and be healthy and one day have a story to tell. But I'm not into praying to a man God because I'm not into man-made religions. That's my thoughts on the video. It's very unfortunate. And slow Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoom. This is what I do, and I love to do it. Before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. Like, share, subscribe, and I thank you for watching.